Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, January 3rd, as we continue our little jaunt around Ronde here in Montreal. We're finally doing what I consider probably is going to be the star of the show here at Ronde, Goliath. Now, will this be the only Goliath we do? No. Will it be the only Goliath at a Six Flags park we do? Definitely not. It won't even be the only Goliath that is considered a hypercoaster. Now, a hypercoaster is supposed to be a ride that's between 200 and 299 feet tall. So to confuse you even more, this is considered a hyper model, but it only has a height of 175 feet. So it acts like a hyper should, but it's a little smaller. So it's a hyper model, not actually a hyper. It'll become more clearer as we go on throughout the year. And this is by a manufacturer called Goliath and Mabillard. Now, that is the last time I'm ever going to say those two names because everybody in the community just knows it by B&M. There are B&Ms all over the world. Guaranteed, if there's an amusement park near you, a significant amusement park, they have a B&M. Now, Goliath, as I said, stands at 175 feet tall, hit speeds of 68 miles per hour, and it came to the park in 2006. Very excited. I tend to like these models. They're known for their floater airtime. There's actually two different types of airtime. There's floater and ejector. Floater is when you're you go over those big sweeping hills and you're just floating, and it's 3, 4, 5 seconds before you return to your seat. Whereas ejector is more just a quick pop of air. That's not what these are known for. They're more for the floater. So, and I like floater because it's just a nice sense of freedom, like you're flying over the air. So, enough of me babbling. Let's go ride. Quick comment on Goliath. Can we maybe clean this up a little bit? Just a little bit, you know. Some trims. No trims on the rides, little trims in the queue. That would be good. We got the hoses out. Somebody must have gotten sick. Ew. Alright, we just got off Goliath. It is so loud right now. We got Katy Perry blasting on the swings right now. Going nuts. Goliath is a very good roller coaster. It is not the best B&M Hyper. It's far from the best B&M Hyper that I've done, but it's just a solid ride. Honestly, the best part of the ride is the view. From the lift hill, if you look left, you get a beautiful shot of the Montreal skyline. Right in front of you is Olympic Stadium, which hosted the 1976 Summer Olympics, as well as the Montreal Expos baseball team, which, by the way, can we get baseball back to Montreal? The Tampa Bay Rays, you've been good for 15 years and nobody shows up. Just come here, all right? Give Montreal something better than that third-rate hockey team called the Canadiens, you know? Who hasn't won a Stanley Cup in 30 years. Anyway, enough of that. Goliath is great. There's another B&M Hyper in Orlando called Mako that we are absolutely going to do later in the year. It reminds me a lot of that, just not as good because it's just a lot of that floater airtime. It's hill after hill after hill and not really much besides that. I like that. That's that flying sense. I love it. I know it's out there. It's not the greatest B&M Hyper of all time. I'm going to give it a 6.87, which might seem low, but again, I'm going to have a very hard scale. I don't think I'm ever going to give out a 10 because a 10's like saying, oh, that's the greatest ride ever. And I hope that's never the case. So even 9s will be very rare. I want 9s to be special. I want you to know what a truly elite and legendary roller coaster is. So Goliath, right on. And again, the view. Also, I didn't mention the river. You got a beautiful shot of the St. Lawrence River. So that is the review of Goliath. 3 down. We're still going here in Ronde. Still here in beautiful Canada. Can't wait to ride more. See you next time.